Hey guys,
Hey y'all.
what is crack-a-lacking?
What the hell is up, you guys?
We've got a little guest on the podcast for those who are watching on video.
Oh.
This is Callie. I'm dog sitting Callie at the moment, so if you're on the video you can see how cute she is. Callie, would you like to say anything to the people? No, doesn't like the microphone at all. Thought you might sniff it or something. Do you want to have a sniff? She had a little lick. So she's going to sit on my lap until I get fucking sick of her. Adorable dog. There's also Casper.
Casper?
The old man dog who's in his sweater on the couch. So, But Callie will be joining us for now. But guys, today is a very special episode. Not only because Eden is wearing a shirt that says "Leak my own sex tape" because I'm Video Easy with the Video Easy logo.
Well, yes, it's my own merch.
Is that actually your own merch?
It is. What do you mean? It's a line from Hamlet.
Oh, I didn't know it was your own merch.
It's my own merch.
Ah, that's crazy.
It's a line I wrote.
Wow, I thought it was just one of those quirky shirts you'd find at Typo.
How fucking dare you?
Yeah, sorry. Today's
Guys, stream Hamlet by Eden McGovern. It's still a banger.
It is good. I listened to it.
I know you admitted to that.
Yeah. So today's a bit of a special one. So we went through some of your don't drink my water. Dance and performance episodes. No, just, dance performance stories. A lot of it was just trauma from dancers and some of your embarrassing moments.
Everyone
in front
getting
of a
naked
crowd.
and scared and naked and afraid.
So we've got a couple of stories. We've got someone who sent in a voice message as well. But before we get started with all that, we do have two replies that I want to read out because you guys provided us with some excellent content. We asked, what are your sex bits? Some stuff you do in bed for a bit of a laugh.
Oh,
And
we're reading out those? Cool.
I'm gonna start with these just to get them out of the way. But there was a lot of great responses. We've only got two here today. First time. Every time a guy does something nice that I like in bed, e.g. lesser known secrets like press the stomach, pillow under the hips, etc., I'll always say, oh, so he's ran through because it's funny and they get so defensive.
It's true.
That feels like something that you would do.
I wouldn't say it, but I'd be like, oh, yeah.
It's very funny to say
But
out
I feel
loud.
like it
Just being good
happens
at
the
sex.
other way. I feel like I've done things and people have been like, the fuck told you?
You've refined this form.
Yeah, they're like, this has been crowdsourced.
This is not a first time you've tried a backflip off the diving board.
People have
You've been at the pool.
completed surveys that you've sent them, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
There's
statistics on this.
There's
isn't
a
there?
Google sheet.
Yeah.
The other one we had was I had a friends with benefits. Me and this guy were pretty good friends. And one time I accidentally moaned, "Oh, dude."
Awesome.
He did not let me get away with that because he would bring it up basically every time after we had sex.
Yeah, well.
Which that ties in perfectly with Nobody Asked Original saying crud during sex.
Crud, yeah.
Oh, dude, crud, that's good.
Dude, what the hell?
Dude, that's so good.
Dude, that's sick.
Dude, you're fucking that shit up.
I don't do it during sex, but I do. Everyone has a colloquial name for me, from me. And so, like, all the time, I will be like, around the house, I'll be like, brother, you cannot say that. And Bryce is like, you can't call me that.
You call your boyfriend brother.
I'll be like, because I mean it like dude.
Yeah, when I'm pissed off at
man.
when I'm pissed off at my girlfriend, I call her bro on text. She doesn't like that.
You are being absolutely held by this dog. This is an embrace for the ages.
Yeah. It's me and Callie.
So cute.
Yeah, guys, next time you're having sex, hit him with a crud, oh dude.
Crud. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Do you know,
Hit that shit, brother.
speaking of words like that, we did mention in the last pod, impromptu, that we were going to do our top 3 condescending nicknames for people.
So we're just doing it now?
I think we just do it because I can rattle them off.
Okay.
What's the which one do you love dropping on people?
Well, I spoke about it in the last one. I love Champion.
Champion strikes hard and strikes hard.
You know, like, oh, good job, Champion.
Yeah, Champion it's a classic.
Yeah.
It's probably the best one, but it's like McDonald's. It's like it's so popular that everyone wants to be like, oh no, I have my other favorite.
What's one of yours?
Superstar.
Superstar's the other one. Superstar's good.
Hit him with a superstar?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I call people superstar in a nice way, though.
I don't. If someone does,
I do both.
If someone's bragging about something, and it's like the example I always give is like people bragging about something that they have that their parents clearly got them. I'm like, oh, get that yourself, superstar.
Or like I like saying like, rock star as well.
Rockstar's good. But
Rockstar.
rockstar feels like something you'd say to like a little kid to be like, who's a rock star?
Exactly.
True. Okay.
Exactly.
It's stuff that as a under sixes soccer player you'd go, thanks, coach.
Thank you so much.
But it's stuff now that you.
Lovely to under 7-year-olds.
Yep.
Over, this person hates you.
Yeah. What have you got?
Oh, what else do I love? Like it's sometimes I'll use it in a nice way. Like everyone gets like,
No, give me. What's your give it to me?
I'm saying, but like if I mean it in a bad way, it's about like if I'm like, okay, and babes, there's nothing about like because it's like so endearing. Like if I use it, because most of the time I'm like, oh hey, blah blah blah, babes. I was about to tell you about this. So if I do it when I'm like angry at someone,
You hear people with a babe.
babes,
Babes with an S.
be like, look, babes, I understand that, but like it's just condescending.
You know what's funny? When I get
It's
drunk,
like sweetie, but better.
yeah, I've had that with like when I'm drunk and there's like strangers being dickheads. The classic one is when I'm with a group of friends and they'll be like, okay, and we'll meet new people and it's like clearly someone we don't really want to talk to, but we're next to them in the smokers area, and they'll be like, "What are you doing?" I'll go, "Oh, I do TikTok and social media," and they go, and then they'll basically like shoot it down as if it's like shit, and that's when I usually will hit them with a, "Thanks, babe,"
Thanks, babe.
because I think they hate it.
I love calling, especially men,
Yep.
like, thanks, babe.
Thanks,
Or
babe.
like, thank you, sweetie. Like, any like traditionally girly name, they hate it.
The other one I like.
Princess, I use princess a lot with boys.
But princess is so obviously like the only time princess is positive is when it's those really embarrassing couples who are like my princess and my prince, like they have embroidered towels.
I do it to my friends if I'm like, hello, beautiful princess. Like,
Oh yeah, well that's like
different.
Yeah, hello, sweet angel.
Yeah.
But like princess in any other, but even then you're not being serious. You're not calling them beautiful princess.
yeah.
The other one I really like to call people muscles.
Muscles is great.
How's it going, muscles?
Fuck.
You find someone who's wearing a shirt that you can tell they wore because it's a little bit tighter. It's going muscles.
I like saying tough guy as well.
Tough guy.
If someone's really, especially if I'm a little bit in the wrong and they're really angry, I'm like, okay, tough guy, blah, blah, blah. It's so mean.
Oof.
Muscles and tough guy. We are also, I feel like, quite obviously the worst people to be fighting with because we're just like, to the end of the day, to the nth degree, I think I'm so funny. Like, I've been in some awful interactions with people and still been like, if I say something that I think is really funny.
So what have we got so far? We got obviously champion. I'm going to let you go down. I feel like you want to go down. Here you go.
The dog is on the floor.
There you go. Well, it stuck the landing. Watch out for your foot. I got to get the cord out. We have champion, superstar, tough guy,
babes.
muscles, babes. This is a goes both ways. Big guy / little guy.
Big guy, little guy. Yeah.
Something upset you, big guy?
I like big dog as well.
No, big dog is for my dogs. Big dog is for my dogs. I call the boys, they answer, "What is up, my big dog?"
This is probably some like, one of the boys' culture unlearning that I have to do. But when I'm, especially in comedy, because like everyone says comedy, like, oh yeah, he's a big dog with blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Or like, she's like, yeah, it's
Big
one of the big
dog.
dogs. Whenever
Big pimpin'.
Whenever anyone says like, oh yeah, like, oh, this is the big dog, blah, blah. And I'm like, ooh. One of the best compliments I ever got was not a compliment at all. But it is like, it's a good friend of mine said like, it was happy birthday message. It was like, happy birthday, Playboy. And I was like,
Playboy's good.
hell yeah. I was like,
That's a good one.
This person knows me well.
Actually, there's a phrase that went out of my lexicon for a bit, but whenever I used to leave places, I used to hit people with a "Stay golden, pony boy,"
Awesome.
which is a strong one.
It's a great one.
But I think those are some solid ones. Big guy, little guy, tough guy, champion, superstar, muscles.
It's just, yeah, exactly. Has to be something nice.
Or if someone's
say to a
giving you,
baby.
if someone's giving you like an order, hit him with a captain. All right, captain.
Yeah, I say yes, boss, a lot.
Yes, boss.
Yes, boss.
A boss is strictly used for being condescending or to a kebab shop owner at 4 a.m. Thanks, boss. Why is it I always just hit him with a thanks, boss?
Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, obviously today we're going to be reading out some performance stories, which is excellent. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle, we're going to have a little break in the segments, but mostly
We'll hit him with a break.
mostly this stuff. Do we want to start with, we got a little special one here
Yeah.
from my beloved Carly.
Yeah, Carly on the pod.
The missus sent in some bloody stuff. She wants me to put it on, so I just thought I'll show her a bone. Because I already gave her one. Woo! We were discussing this. I know it's gross. This is not who I am, but I have to play this role. You guys you've already decided that Edan is the one that she's the cute one. She's the Nile of the
Which is
band.
so funny because I'm a rabid human being.
You're the Nile of the band, and I am currently Liam post 1D.
You're. Do you remember that choreography that he did? Which is like, take that down. When you hit that note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Carly sent this in because she was an avid dancer all through forever.
Yes.
She danced for Abbey Lee at one point, Abbey Lee Dance Company.
She danced in front of Abbey Lee.
Yes. And
I got chills down my spine hearing that. I feel like she's told me and I just couldn't even fathom it.
Carly's mum went and spoke to Abbey Lee and asked for a job as well, which is amazing. And Abbey Lee said, if you lived in America, I'd make you my assistant, which in hindsight, horrible idea.
But God, do you have to have a lot of chutzpah.
So, oh boy, she does.
I think Carly said this about her mum. She
got some chutzpah.
gets some things done.
Okay, so this is what Carly said. Thank you for sending this in, Carly. She starts off by saying, okay, I can't be fuck using the link. So, thanks for supporting.
She doesn't have to use the link. It'd be crazy. Did you try and make her use the link?
It was on my story. I didn't try to make her do anything. She replied to this and was like, I'm not using the link.
Text you. Okay, yeah.
She also didn't follow the podcast for ages. You know who had to follow it on her phone? Me, because she didn't follow it. Because every time I'd be like, you see that clip we posted? It reminded me of something you did. And she goes, I don't follow it. I was like, so I know you're not a fucking clout chaser, but
She doesn't care.
doesn't care at all. She said there's a studio in Perth where the owner, in brackets, male, used to make all his students get Brazilian waxes and would spray tan them himself for competitions, etc. And all the routines were extremely provocative. Like he had 8-year-olds smacking their ass, but their worst one was this routine where he sat in a throne, like deep throating a lollipop, and they all either carried him around or threw him around or did like slut drops in front of him.
What?
There's so much to break down. First of all, male studio owner making all his students get Brazilian waxes and him spray tanning them himself.
Like non-gay man?
I don't know if he's gay or not.
That's a desertion.
I think she has mentioned that he is gay.
Okay, well that's very
But also
different.
Having routines where
It's
he's
still insane.
It's still fucked. Telling the girls, all right, for this part, you 8-year-olds, I want you all to smack your asses.
Yeah, not
We couldn't have
great.
just had a clap our hands up in the air together for a couple.
We couldn't have chucked one of these ones, the bob around and the bob and
But
around.
even she's told me about this story before, and the way she described him, like he literally choreographed himself into a number
They love
where
to do a
he's
bit of
sitting
that.
on a throne, and the whole time he's just sucking on a lollipop, which is what she means by deep throating a lollipop. He's just sitting there seductively, and all I could think of was like like cabaret Willy Wonka, and these are his Oompa Loompas, but even still,
Yeah.
it's not cool. And then he had them carrying him around.
Like a chariot.
Yeah.
Oh God.
She also follows up with, also the bullying at my studio was so bad that at one point our studio owner sat down. At one point, our studio owner sat a bunch of us down and stood there crying because we were ruining her business because it was such a hostile environment. That's what the studio owner said to a bunch of kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dance, because I used to be a dance teacher for many, many years.
Yes.
So I've seen it. It's bad. When it's bad, it's bad.
Dude, I made that video just talking about I made like a joke like, former dancers always have trauma. And I've never had more comments on a video.
Yeah.
And shares. And I even made another video where I was just talking about like what childhood hobby left us with the most trauma. And I was talking about all these different things. All the comments are about dancing.
Dancing.
No, it was dancing, gymnastics, and then like 10% horse girls.
Yeah, but that's because if a horse chucks you off, you just
Well,
that
you
horse
die.
could throw you down to the ground.
But yeah, that was...
Yeah, no, it's rough out there. It's rough. When I was,
Do we have the connection that I can plug into here to play video? Otherwise, I'll just...
We'll just do
I'll
it in
just have
post.
it. All right. Otherwise, I'm just going to put the microphone to it. This is the voice message that Carly has sent through. She also, I screen recorded this. There's also a message at the end that I thought was another story, but it's not. But it's cute, so I'm going to leave it in.
Cute.
Here we go.
And I also just remembered, we had these like props that we had to use for this one routine. And the studio owner, her husband and like the guy who built the props had like this massive argument. And the guy who built the props like one night like broke into the studio and then set them on fire. And we thought at the time it was because like their girls were having an argument. It actually wasn't. We later found out like last year. It's because they were both selling drugs, and the one like the studio owner's husband like owed that guy money, and like the big drug lord people, whatever the fuck they're called, were coming after that other guy. So then he was trying to get the money off this other like the studio owner's husband, and like all this shit was just hitting the fan, and like they were both on crack and we didn't even know, and they were like passing off as like no like our daughters had a fight, blah blah blah. And at the time we thought it was really funny. Now that I look back at it, it's probably not. So that's fun. Anyways, I just got to the gym. Do you want to FaceTime later? Please say yes. Thank you.
Aww,
She's going to hate
he's
that.
so cute.
She's going to fucking hate that.
He's so cute. Okay, crazy story.
Yeah, wild story.
Oh my God, the Breaking Bad School of Performing Arts.
Coming in and burning the props
That's
as if like the kids owed you money. Like you better pay us, otherwise your daughter's dance number is not going to make a lot of sense because they're going to be dancing around something that isn't there. What a way to take out your anger on these kids.
Good God. Those
Good God.
tambourines you need, gone.
Say goodbye, mate. A brass
No
section.
one's jingle jangling anymore.
You can staccato yourself out of here.
They burnt the props.
Yeah, because I love at the end, she just tagline, they were both on crack.
Lead with that, Carly, by the way. Miss you.
That's amazing. Do we want to hear some more stories? I do. I've got 3 stories here.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell 2, and then we're going to do a little fuck, marry, kill in the middle because I've got one.
All right.
Hi, guys. Hey. At my primary school, there was a lip sync battle every year. Me and my friends decided to make up a dance to I Want It That Way. It was horrible. Everyone just stared at us while other groups were cheered for. We didn't make any mistakes. We just sucked. Pictures were put on Facebook, and now my other friends constantly shame me for it.
Oh.
Isn't that rough? Not even just like
Nothing went wrong.
there was nothing
Just
bad
weren't
about
good.
it. They just were, and other kids were getting cheered. It was just not good.
Oh, honey buns.
Do you ever do an act at a talent show? Like a school talent show?
Look at me.
Can I guess? Dance, 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 dance?
Oh,
No, what'd you do?
I gave them all. I gave them everything. A little
Yeah,
bit of everything.
You did a full cabaret by yourself.
Yeah. I put on an arena spectacular. No.
You had all the same stunts as Pink.
I won a few times.
Oh, they
Placed a few times.
they had it at my primary school. And they never placed people though because just
Everyone's a winner.
It was like our second last day of school. They're like, yeah, everyone can just come up and perform. You have 3 minutes.
No, I'm talking like, okay, yeah, primary school ones, I did some dance ones. High school ones, it was all music and it was real good.
Yeah.
For our last one, we did we made like the school. So there was this one teacher at my school who he definitely thought he was he walked in, he was like, I'm the hot one.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm the hot teacher.
That's
all girls school.
That's a weird place to be like, everyone here finds me hot. Like I could walk into a house party where everyone's my age and legal and go, oh, I'm the hot one here. Or at like your workplace. But it's weird to like go into a school and be like, oh, I'm so fuckable.
There's always one, like you've probably seen the tropes on like TikTok and stuff about like the like girly, like the female English teachers who like flirt with all the like popular boys.
We had them at my school. It was, and they loved all the big Polynesian boys. Loved them.
Loved him.
Oh, it was like if you went up to a teacher and were like, hey, I think I'm going to get my stuff in late, by like a day. I've got most of it done. They'd be like, that's not good enough. But then like this one certain teacher, if any of the Polynesian boys, because we had like a lot of Tongan boys from overseas who came over, and if any of them were like, oh, I think my stuff is going to be late, she was like, you guys are so bad. I'm going to give you attention. No. I was like, oh, okay.
What do you think of my new dress? Yeah, so he was a bit like that.
What do you think of my tits?
But he was like sort of like, oh, guys, like, what, like, you should really stop talking about me. Like, please don't try and Google me.
One of them stays after class and he's like, this can't happen. He's like, no, I'm just asking about the work.
Literally.
Oh, God.
He was a little bit like that. But he was cool, though. But he played, like, he was an English teacher. He brought his guitar out multiple times. He did not need to. He'd bring it to school. I'd be like, you brought this to school? And he'd be like, oh, I guess there's actually a song about this. Anyway, we kind of liked him. He was actually pretty nice. But it was a little bit of a joke about him, but it was a little bit also he was involved in it because we sort of told him why it was funny. We were like, oh, for our last thing, we should do like School of Rock.
Okay.
And you can be, Jack Black vibes.
Yep.
And so we like ripped up old uniforms. Pretty awesome. He played so hard, he broke a guitar string.
Wow.
Oh, he was into it.
That's pretty good,
He was
though.
into it, and we won. And we got tickets to the X Factor, but we didn't go because we're like, I don't really want to go there with him.
Yeah. That's
kind of crazy.
Wait, surely they just give the students the win.
Well, we got as much tickets.
They were handing out the
Take
tickets.
him.
He's like, so what day are we going? Do you want to pre at mine or yours?
It's a date, guys. All four of you girls.
Guys, I'm so glad we have this friend group.
Yep.
You haven't messaged the group chat. Should I add you on Weibo or maybe Facebook?
Weibo.
Give me your MySpace. Hey
Hey.
guys, did you get my question on Ask FM? I asked for a TBH. You never got back to me.
Enough. Oh, we got so off topic here.
Yeah.
Was that the end of that?
I was asking if you'd performed in talent shows at primary school. That's all.
Yes. Well, yes.
I did. Funnily enough, I did like sketch comedy in primary
Sick.
school. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know what.
You've been at this for a long
I didn't
time.
know what I was doing. I just knew I was like entertaining, making people laugh, and
Let's
it
just do
worked.
some funny stuff,
And it worked
yeah.
really well. Yeah, just me and my mate just did.
Just did some
Yeah.
silly things. That's cool. It's
Anyway,
cool as hell.
next story. I was playing a villain in a play called Henry, written by my drama teacher. Always the best ones.
Oh, they always love to do that.
I wore a black corset and we performed a matinee for year 2 students. So 7 to 8 years old.
You don't need a corset for that.
Broad daylight, corset ripped, tits out, teachers and small children all saw my bare chest.
What play for 8-year-olds do you need a corset for? Those 8-year-olds aren't going to be like, she could be more snatched.
Yeah. She walks out in a black t-shirt. They're like, I wish that was a corset. The costume department has really fumbled the bag here.
Yeah, I wish there was a bit more hourglass going on here, guys. That's my no notes otherwise.
I'm looking at this cast and not one of them would I hit it from the back. I can say that with conviction as an 8-year-old.
Oh, God.
I remember this is not even a funny story, it's just a wholesome one. I was Peter Pan famously back in year 10.
Famously.
And my teacher thought it would be a good idea to do a matinee for the local primary schools. As in
Cute.
like inviting all the primary school kids from like, and honestly that was probably the best performance because it was actually people who believed that if you clapped that the Tinkerbell would come back to life. Whereas the dress rehearsal, which the school thought would be a great idea to get all the boarders to watch, famously all boys from the country, rugby scholarships, rowing scholarships, who love theatre and love Peter Pan. And then, obviously all the other shows are just
I can feel the homophobic slurs.
Yeah. And then obviously the crowds were, they were fine. It was just parents and people at the school. But the Peter Pan production wasn't great.
Yep.
I was Peter Pan. I'm like, this sucks. Purely because it's not entertaining. There's nothing. It's like, it's not funny. It's not dramatic. It's just like, meh. And so at the end of the show, there's all these kids out there, and I came out of the, dressing room, came back out, and there was a bunch of little kids who saw me and thought I was the real Peter Pan. And so it was a really cute thing where I had to go and like say hello to them and high fives all around. Yeah, it's just a wholesome story.
That's really
just to
wholesome
prove that I'm
story.
not a piece of shit all the time.
Okay. I when I was in Macbeth, they also did one of those shows that was like because it was at the boys' school, so it was like the boys' boarders
Yes,
was like the majority of one of the shows.
I think you have told this story on the pod.
Awful. It was awful.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot.
Did you say was it Joey's?
No, Scott's.
Scott, even worse.
It was so much worse.
Oh my god.
Good God.
Before we get on to our last story and rap,
No, I've got another thing.
what thing have you got?
I have a little thing for
God, we
you.
have so many fucking things.
Oh, sorry.
God
Okay.
damn it.
Okay. Have you watched any of Dance Moms?
Yes,
How much we
a
talking?
lot.
A lot?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great
But a
program.
long time ago, maybe when I was like 14.
Yeah.
I watched probably a good 4 seasons maybe.
Okay. All right. So you're well versed. Okay, so this
I understand the show. And if you told me this kind of stuff happens in the show, I'd be like, yeah, no, I understand.
when I told you about like funny themed dances on the phone this morning, you were like, I don't get it.
No, I don't
get it.
I don't remember any of the ones they did.
I'm not asking you to. I just wanted to talk about them.
Okay, well, we're doing that now.
And I wanted to do a hypothetical. Okay, sorry, we're fighting again.
Fuck this. We're going to jump ship. We're doing a Hunger Games episode.
Oh.
Where's the button's not working. There we go. Doing a Hunger Games episode. Every time Edan's
I
bad.
am so triggered by that
every time
sound now.
Every time Eden speaks out of turn, we do a Hunger Games episode. Go get changed.
You better put that wig on. You better glue those eyebrows down.
You better shave those eyebrows right now.
I did really good makeup the other day that I'm going to show you, and I want to do it on the pod. I might even try and organize a podcast session with us before I go and do it, because it did take 2 hours to get into the makeup, but it's real funny. I'll show you after. Well, I think we'll do. Okay, I'll tell you after.
Great.
So I have some dance themes that this is your idea, by the way, that were or were not group dance theme numbers on Abbey. Sorry, I'm going to say all that fucking again.
That was crazy.
Hey, okay.
So these are dance themes
These
from
are-
the Dance Mums show, and I have to guess whether they were real or not.
Yeah, you want to be at the start of the clip, do you?
But this.
Let's go again. Guys, you get so much behind the scenes.
Oh my god.
These are themes.
This also wasn't my idea. Eden wanted us to pick like fucking the themes that they'd done on Dance Mums, and I'm like, brother, I haven't watched that show in 10 years, and
Please.
I'm not going back onto Google to
Please,
research them.
Please. These are dance themed.
Yeah, good one. Have another go. Go on, superstar. Have another go, Muscles.
These are...
You're doing good, babes.
Oh, fucking hell. These are themes that may or may not have been real themes on Dance Mums.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. The first one's called...
You guys will recognize that part from the clips.
This one, the title is Light as a Feather, Stiff as a Board, and it follows the story of a little girl who goes on an Ouija board to contact the dead.
Light as a feather. Well, light as a feather would pertain to a ghost. I think that's a real theme. Because if it's not a real theme, then you've come up with a fantastic name.
I'm going to tell you all the answers at the end.
I can't get them one by one?
Nah.
Why not?
Because it's my game.
Okay.
Next one, it's called Stomp the Yard, which was Orange is the New Black themed.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I know about this one. I'm pretty sure that's real.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Which is crazy to make them dress up as like reminiscent of different inmates.
Yep.
Okay, well, I already gave it away. That one's real.
That one's real.
One was called
I can't wait till the end to figure out if that one was real or not.
Suicide Hotline.
No, I remember this one.
So you know
I remember
everything
this
about
one.
Dance Mums.
Well, that's the thing. I can't remember it if you ask me to remember it, but as soon as you say it, my brain goes, memory.
Yeah.
That one's real. That was crazy.
Okay, well, you're going to know. Okay. 9/11 one, called Up in Flames.
I mean, it's Abbey Lee, so Up in Flames. The crazy thing is, if that's not real, then what Eden's done is gone 9/11. What would I call a 9/11 dance? Up in Flames. So I'm going to say, for the sake of Eden, that this one that's a real dance.
Okay. This one was about children being abducted.
Cool.
And it's just called Where Have All the Children Gone?
I don't think that one is. I don't think it's real.
Okay.
Okay.
Last one's just called Hiroshima.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to say no.
I'm going to go through these. The Ouija board, light as a feather, stiff as a board, real.
Real? Okay.
Real.
Got that one.
Stomp the Yard, Orange is the New Black themed, real.
Got that. 2 for 2.
Suicide Hotline, real.
Yep. 3 for 3.
9/11, that's just me.
That was you? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I really set you up for failure as well.
Where Have All the Children Gone is real.
That one's real?
That's real.
Dude.
And the Hiroshima one is just me. I just chose like natural disasters or like big disasters.
Oh, my God.
Where Have All the Children Gone? It's quite good.
Where will it is quite good, is it?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, just Hiroshima by itself.
I'm sure I think they won, surely.
I can't believe you called the 9/11 one Up in Flames.
Well, what would you have called it? What would you have called it?
Twinning them.
Twinning them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my twinning them.
Me and my twin.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a global tragedy. Let's seamlessly segue into a fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, hell
Before
yeah.
we get on to our last story, hey?
Hell yeah.
Very exciting. It's hard to top last
You're
week's.
so good at these.
I know.
I'm so bad at them.
This one, so last week we did fuck, marry, kill, my dad, my mum, and my sister. I've been waiting to do that one. I was so excited. And I had this one as a backup in case you didn't know who my dad was. Right? Your fuck, marry, kill. A guy who pretends to be a feminist to try to sleep with you. A guy who pretends to be your friend to try to sleep with you. And a guy who pretends to be gay to try to sleep with you. You got to fuck, marry, kill one of them.
I've slept with all three of those kinds of people.
You have slept with all
Every
three of them.
single one of those people.
Yep, but now you only get to choose one.
Okay.
Someone pretended to be gay and you slept with them? That worked on you?
Like probably. I've slept with a few gay guys
Okay.
or people. Well, yeah, definitely, probably. Oh yeah, a guy. Okay.
Sleeping with the gay guy, is that gay?
Maybe pretended to be more like effeminate. No, I don't know. Stop asking me questions.
Well, that's what I mean. A guy who tries to be a feminist / ally to try to sleep with you. Callie's found the squeaky toy. That's fantastic. Sorry, technical difficulties. So, Eden,
Yeah.
your options are a guy who pretends to be a feminist / ally to try to sleep with you. A guy who pretends to be your friend to try to sleep with you. Arguably the worst.
Yeah.
And a guy who pretends to be gay to try to sleep with you. Arguably, ethically. They're all pretty bad.
I would say
They're all deceitful.
kill the one who tries to be a friend. Pretends to be a friend.
Wow, yeah.
Absolutely. No,
'Cause that's the
the
personal
biggest
connection.
betrayal. Well, even
Because
if,
the other
like,
ones aren't like a personal thing towards you.
yeah, it's personal. Like the
Being a
first-
friend is like, yeah, you've...
pretending to be a feminist is like, yeah, you just don't think that well of women. That's whatever. Pretending to be your friend is like, you deceived me. Because I have a bunch of male friends that are like, man, like, are at least forthcoming with it.
Yep.
They're like, I'm happy to be buddies with you if ever you're having a moment of...
Oh.
See that I'm not as annoyed at, rather than someone being like, no, I would never see you like
okay.
that. And then when you're like, you know,
I
if
thought it
there's
was more in the tone of like, yeah, we're friends, but if you want to fuck, like...
kind of is like that. What I'm saying
then
is,
I'm not a huge fan of that
it's
either.
not great, but I would rather that over, I would never sleep with you, seriously, I don't see you like
Yeah,
that. And then there's
okay.
one night where you're like, and
at
they're
least-
like, I'm going to kiss you. It's like, oh, I thought you fucking said...
The difference is just honesty, I guess.
Yeah, I'd always rather that.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I do
So
have
you're
a
gonna-
bunch of people around me who are like, man, if there's a...
You're going to have like 20 messages tomorrow of like a bunch of your friends going, by the way, would absolutely love to. Just want to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The next one, so you're going to kill the friend.
Kill the one who's pretending to be a friend.
Yep.
I guess I don't know. I don't understand why someone would be like, "I'm gay." Wait,
It's the
a
whole
guy
getting
being like,
into the sleepover routine.
Oh, yeah, weird. You know what? If a man could do such a good impression of a gay person that I wouldn't clock it, that is Oscar nominee.
No, but
That is Oscar award.
No, you
winning.
know all of them are pretending.
You know what? I respect it. I respect someone being like, hey, diva, can I come sleep over at your house?
No, you should be like, yeah, I'll fuck you. I have a strap on.
Yeah.
Hit him with that.
I've been saying it recently when someone's like, you know, I think I said this maybe 2 episodes ago, but if someone's like, yeah, you're so one of the boys, I'm like, sure I am, brother, turn around.
So you're gonna sleep with the guy who's pretending to be gay.
No, I'm kind of marrying
You're gonna
him.
marry him?
Because you know what? Firstly, he's committed.
Yeah.
Secondly, like,
Are
I
you
don't know, I kind
falling
of
in love with this
No, I
fake
kind
dude?
of love this, like, she wants a gay, effeminate man. And I'm going, show me. Because I think there's, at some point, he's at voguing class preparing to
Yeah.
woo me by being a homosexual. And I'm going, there's a lot of effort put in.
But in my
And
head,
I think he'd
in my
like
head,
it by the end. He'd be like, dude, I've been watching Drag Race. And I love it.
see, your guy's putting in a lot of effort. In my head, this character is just when he's hanging out with you, just being like, yeah, no, I'm love cock, hey.
I kind of love this.
Don't have to worry about
okay,
me.
but it means
All right,
someone doesn't have enough internalized homophobia to be like, no, I would never do that. They're like, yeah, I would.
So you're going to marry the guy who's pretending to be gay
Yeah.
just to sleep with you, and you're going to fuck the guy who's pretending to be a feminist / ally to sleep with you.
I'm going to say something crazy.
What are you going to say?
Because, like, look, I'll answer it like this. I once wrote down, like, man, it's crazy when someone is, like, very good in bed for the fact that they do actually like women. Because I'm going to say it, when some people like women and respect them too much to be that good in bed.
I have no idea what you were saying.
I'm saying some people who don't respect you enough, there's an incentive there. I think the best sex is with someone who kind of doesn't like you. Obviously, that's, you know.
I fully understand what you're saying.
One day we'll grow out of that.
Mm-hmm.
When it's like someone who doesn't like women, but when it's someone who actually dislikes me as a person, a girl or a boy, it's kind of awesome.
Like a frenemy.
When someone's like, not even a frenemy, but when someone's like, dude, I hate you. When it's like, especially it's like ex situationships, when they're like, I don't want to be back here. I literally don't like you
As
anymore.
soon as you said the ex situationships, it's like, yeah.
That's it.
You know, it's like after you've gotten out of a relationship and you kind of turn around the ex situationship sitting there going like, oh poor you,
who's
didn't
running
work
back?
out. Oh, boohoo. And you go, shut the fuck up. Let's go.
Yeah, you go like, oh,
Okay, I
man,
get that.
I fucking hate you.
I get it. We're whores. Anyway, we got one more story.
One more story.
Then we're going to get out of here.
Then we're
'cause
getting
I think
out.
my phone's about to die, honestly.
Yeah.
Guys, I was a tap dancer for 15 years and it's definitely an interesting way to grow up. I don't feel the cold since we weren't allowed to wear jackets, even in single digits weather. Were you tapping outside?
Tap dogs, okay?
The tap dogs. I've been yelled at for anything and everything under the sun. The main way we worked on new skills was to stand in a line across the room, and while the teacher would stare at our feet as we did the step one at a time, and you had to do it perfectly first try, or the teacher would go back to the start of the line and make everyone go again. And I can crack pretty much every bone in my body, including my sternum and collarbones, neither of which I think are particularly meant to be able to crack. Good times.
You're putting your whole chest into that tap dancing.
Yeah.
It's about the feet.
Who's using their sternum when they're tap dancing? Yo,
Just chest popping it out.
Just pop and or lock.
Yeah.
you know
As a
what-
dancer, I hate tap dancing. Shut up.
Interesting.
Making a racket for what? I hate tap dancers.
Tap dancing is
Shut up.
Tap dancing is to dancing as
Beatboxing is to being a musician.
Interesting. The great way of putting it. I had some other ideas, but that's a perfect way of putting it. I'm not even going to bother with mine.
Clip it up.
That's a perfect way of putting it. I just want to mention, you mentioned the tap dogs. I don't know if anyone remembers these guys.
Oh, yeah.
They were like 12-year-olds who went on X Factor, Australia's Got Talent. It was just two brothers. And I think the appeal was, it was like, dudes doing tap and they're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They've got a pretty cool haircut as well. These fellas, they're doing it in skinny jeans. These guys are my kind of cup of tea. Get them on the footy team. Like
They're tap dancing on bins. What the hell's going on here?
And they're called the tap dogs. I thought we're only allowed to call them the tap. That's okay. That part's getting beeped out.
You know we have a slur button for this.
No, I thought of that. I was just like, I want to see what her face looks like when I say this.
Pretty funny.
Pretty funny, yeah.
I like that it's not the censor button, it's the slur button.
The slow button, yeah.
That's all it's ever been.
We be
or
dropping
like influencer names we're not allowed to drop.
Yeah, but the tap dogs, I remember they were like, I was like, I should get into tap. I'm going to get so much pussy doing tap. Being like 12, being like, hell yeah, this is what chicks like. And the funny thing is, I know a lot of people who grew up who knew them.
Yeah.
And apparently they just milked that and were fucking annoying. Unofficial beef with the Nobody Asked podcast, the tap dogs.
Enemies of the pod.
I want to have a look at what the tap dogs are up to.
Yeah, where are they now?
Tap Dogs official. They got 8,800 followers. I think it's like a school now. I don't think it's necessarily those two lads.
Yeah, I think it is a school. It's a way of teaching.
Okay, interesting. Whatever happened to the tap dogs? If anyone has any information, guys, this is my fan mail question of the week. Do you have a story, an encounter, or any current information
With the tap dogs.
with any sort of niche Australian celebrity? Did you go on a date with a Janoskian? Did you recently see Reese Maston at a concert? Did you dance with the tap dogs?
He's out here. Reese Maston's out here.
Reese Maston's, I'm looking for a good night. Whoa. If you got any of those sort of stories, if you ran into Guy Sebastian, I know a lot of people have stories about Tim O'Matic coming to perform at their school. If you have any stories about like...
Yeah, I've done a lot of dance classes with Tim O'Matic.
Yeah. If you got stories about like Australian micro celebrities or just celebrities from the past or from now, love to hear it. I want to hear someone be like, yeah, Reece Masson didn't really like me. Best sex of my life.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, guys. We love you so much. See you next time.
Crazy way to finish.
Sorry. Bye.
Bye.